This what he was talking about. I just want y'all reaction to this right quick.
No, that is.
Oh my God! So
That's so.
go ahead and bring another steak and some potatoes.
Okay.
No, don't bring no potatoes.
Sesame
No, bring the check. I'm paying for my meal and your meal. I'm not paying for your kids' meal. No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not paying for their kids' meal. No.
So you don't think you owe me after having me wait an hour and a half?
I told you I owe you. I owe you when I take you out
Okay,
again.
and so you're gonna pay for my kids' food?
No, I'm not doing that.
Can you please go ahead and
I'm not doing that. No. Hold up, beautiful. Hold on. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why you trying to
Listen.
Bring two, please.
What's the name,
Bring
Kiera?
two orders.
Why should I do that, Kiera?
Because you sitting right here on the day.
I was late to the date.
Can you bring two orders?
But I'm saying, why would I get her kids food? Why would I get her kids some food? They with their daddy.
She was right here.
They daddy should be feeding
8
them.
and 5-year-olds eating steak with a side of A1 sauce.
She ate.
Fuck out of here,
You eating the
B.
same thing I eat? Nah, hell no. I'm straight. I'm cool. Don't put that on my bill.
Give him
Don't put that on
steak.
me.
Make sure you put a side of A1 sauce as well. He
Yo,
paying for all of this today.
I'm not paying for all
you
that.
are.
No, I'm not paying for all that.
Yes, you are.
You gonna get her fired up in here.
She ain't gonna get
No,
fired.
I'm about to go back in the kitchen. You got me messed up, bro. I'm about to tell her right now. No, for real. I'm telling her right now. No, you got messed up. I'm not paying for that. No, I'm not. I'm not paying for this food. I'm not paying for this.
She sat here and watched
Just because I was late. Just because I was late, I'm not paying for this. No, I'm not doing that.
And then after we already at Red Lobster, you couldn't take me nowhere.
I'm about to go back in the kitchen. I'm going back to the kitchen. I'm not paying for this. I'm about to leave.
That plate is
You
for
gonna
her
pay for
and
my
her
food
man
and
later.
your
Fellas,
food
don't
and
fall
what you
for
ordered
it.
in there. No, listen, no, I'm
I've
straight.
been here since I was 15.
Okay, I told you I owe you one. So I mean, I'll take you out again. Do something for you. But I'm not doing something for your kids. No, I ain't even met your
I
kids.
want you to make sure that my kids eat too.
Man, y'all see this, man? Look, I'm recording this. Look, y'all see this shit, bro? I'm recording, bro. Hey.
Well, you all get the gist of what's happening. So I guess the question, if on your first date, you can go around. If you meet a guy and you go on a first date, and he had you waiting at the restaurant for an hour and a half or whatever, or the question I should ask is, on the first date, do you think it's appropriate or to want your date to pay for dinner for two of your kids or your kids? Wanya, you go first.
No way. I believe that he saw signs from conception and he ignored them. There is no way she just popped out on the first date and did a stunt like that. There was absolutely no way that was a shock or surprise that she would have done something like that. I don't believe it.
You don't think that's happened?
No, I mean I don't. I'm shocked, but I don't agree with her. I don't agree that he should be responsible for purchasing her children's food on the first date. That's crazy.
If he don't purchase the food, you think that's going to jeopardize having a second date with her?
Of course, I believe even her asking should jeopardize having a second date with her. She's not looking for a mate; she's looking for help.
Aren't we all looking for help in some form?
No, she's looking for social service kind of help.
Shawnee, what you saying? I know you think different from the typical. What do you feel?
I just feel embarrassed. I feel embarrassed for both of them. I don't know if
Go on,
maybe I'm a little bit too old for that scenario because I'm a woman who is dating, but it always seems so childish to me. It just makes me cringe when I watch videos like that because this is where you're at. Um, who brings children to a date? That's number one. Okay, like, are we adults or are we kids? Like, are these adults dating or are these teenagers? Because no adult in their right mind is gonna bring no child or whatever to a date. Um, the other thing is his expectations, her expectations for him to buy the child food. I felt that was wrong. And then this thing with asking men to do stuff. Like a man is gonna do what he want to do. Like why are you begging a man to do anything for you? I mean, and literally forcing him. I like that was cringe. The
Good point.
last part of my cringe is it's Red Lobster.
Hold on, what's
It's
wrong with
not
Red
Great
Lobster now?
Cliff, huh?
What's wrong with Red Lobster?
I
Good
mean, like
question.
for me
Good
as a
question.
woman, I would buy the churn food because Red Lobster. I mean, the food probably $30. I don't know. That's why I
That,
say I need to see what the age group is. I don't know. I'm in a different space in my life.
So
Um,
you said
I
red lobster like in this in this teen like red
I
lobster.
will
no
take
Oh,
this
because
one from here.
what it is like I'll date like someone who I not even they talk to. They'll buy my child a plane ticket when they buy me a plane ticket. So I'm
oh.
confused on the Red Lobster dinner. I'm like, why is that such a big deal? Like it must be $25 or $30.
It's,
You
I
know,
guess it's a sense.
even if you don't like the girl no more, you say the hell with her, man. I ain't talking to her no more.
I guess it's a sense of
Let
entitlement.
me take this one from here, Jonathan. Sean,
Go
you
ahead.
finish?
Yeah.
First of all, they both did some things that were irresponsible and immature. First of all, no human being, if they late, supposed to have someone waiting on them for any amount of time. If me and Shawnee agree to go out and we say we can meet someplace for 7 o'clock, if I 5 minutes late, the first thing I can do as an intelligent man, I can pick up my phone and say, Shawnee, I had an emergency, I had an accident, I stuck in traffic, I left something home, I can be
Mhm.
15 minutes late. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
have us sitting around indefinitely for any amount of time, whether it be 5 minutes. I think 5 minutes would be a reasonable time to be late. The second thing about it is this. Shawnee, you made some good points, right? But when you say, let me first hit what you say. You made a good point when you say a man is going to do. Whether this be the first date, the second date, the third date, let the individual who you dating decide on if he can take the initiative and offer you or your kid something, especially your kid something to
Bitch,
eat. That's the first thing. The other issue that I have with the only thing what I pick off you is when you say there's Red Lobster. It could be McDonald's. You understand? It's tacky
the,
on
the
a first
only
date.
reason I'm sorry, the
No,
only
no,
reason I said Red Lobster, I didn't say it to be like, oh, I looking down at Red Lobster.
no.
What
But what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying to
is,
you is, no. What I'm saying to you is, it could be McDonald's.
mhm,
It could be McDonald's. You don't, you don't. The first date is supposed to be setting a good impression. It's about conversation and a connection. You don't want to make it seem as if you're taking the person for granted. Whether it be Red Lobster, whether it be
that wasn't the
McDonald's, whether it
point.
be
That wasn't
Kentucky.
my point though. My point
But you say it
was
wasn't that
how much
expensive.
money the food gonna cost. Like even if I
But
don't like the
that's
girl, I'm a
irrelevant.
girl.
That's
Even if I
irrelevant.
don't like the girl, I'm a girl.
No,
I'll buy 3 year-old
no,
kids food and I say, man, I gotta
no.
keep this crazy girl from around me because her head ain't no good. But
Okay, but
I ain't gonna be
no,
fronting.
no.
Like he almost had a
See,
heart attack.
women
But
tend to
And
say
Jonathan,
so
you
that
they're
understand what I'm
going
saying?
back and
Jonathan, you
forth,
understand
going
what I'm
back
saying?
and forth
hold on,
with
women tend to say
nonsense.
that because they typically don't spend money on dates. So that's why most women will say,
No, but
"You should
sitting
date
down,
him."
going back and forth over the it was crazy. At
Exactly.
some point, you should just say, okay, I'm going to give in to get away from this situation.
Not
Both
even
of them
That's
were.
that's what I was going to do the next thing. That was going to be my
not
next
pay
point. What I would have done,
That's
Jonathan, I would have paid for the date for me and her,
and go and
and
leave.
then I would have leave. I wouldn't argue
That's
and run on with her.
I would, yeah, I
See,
wouldn't run
when
on.
you talking to real men, that's what we do. The other thing about it is this: before I even go on a date with you, I've already had a chance to get a sense of your character because
That's what I
nowadays
was saying. They
before I
could
even go out with you,
communicate it.
but Vanya, before I go on a date with you, I can say, listen, what time you taking lunch? My lunch break is 1 o'clock. Let's meet at on your lunch break, and let's go for a drink. Let's go for a coffee. Let's go for ice cream. Let's meet at happy hour. And if you refuse or if you decline that, I ain't even carrying you no place else. You understand? That's like I say. To me, it's just about conversation and a connection before I even get in a restaurant.
Right,
You
that's the
understand what
point
I'm
I
saying?
was making. She had to show some. Both of them had to see in some form of this chaotic scene occurring before they even took it to this first date. No one just shows up and asks this in this man. She showed something beforehand. She maybe asked for
Well,
something prior.
maybe,
He may have, you know, or
Vanya, maybe
maybe
or
he was
maybe not.
doing too much. Maybe he was doing too much at the beginning. So now expectations where the bar was already set a particular standard. So now she feels okay. He did all this prior to. Now we're on a date. I can get more.
Yeah,
it's ghetto.
Men like
but
to do that too. They like to show off a lot. They like to show off and play like they have it all, and then drop the
unintelligent
ball
men,
later.
unintelligent men do that. Unintelligent men do that. But whatever the case may be, is right. You don't want to take people for granted. You don't want people to think, Vanya, that you just going out with someone just to get a free meal.
I hate that idea that men think that you going out with them for a free
It's a
meal,
fact.
especially
It's a
Yes.
for
fact,
women
Shirley.
over
It's a
their
fact.
30s. Honey, the meal is
Yes.
The
It
meal
could
is
be any age.
$30,
It could
baby.
be any age.
It's a $30
Huh?
meal. You're not at Great Cliff.
No,
You're not at
it
Great
ain't
Cliff.
it ain't the amount, Shawnee. It ain't the
You're
amount.
not at Sabadilly or whatever the thing
No,
is.
it's not
Right?
the amount,
It's
Shawnee.
it's
See,
Red
see,
Yeah,
Shawnee,
but
Lobster.
that would be a free
Shawnee,
see,
meal.
Shawnee,
see,
It's Red
Shawnee. It
Lobster.
is not the amount.
I just hate
No,
that men think that women go out with them for dinner
they
because
do.
I
they
spend
do
so
that.
much more
They do
money
that.
taking myself out.
See,
That's
because
they do
women
Yeah,
that.
don't.
but it's a different
They
caliber of
do that.
women that do that.
Hold
Just
on,
like
women
you said,
because women don't.
unintelligent men. You
So
said
you saw
unintelligent men.
you saw see
Okay,
what
I can be
happened.
fair. I can be fair. Just like how you have some men, they feel as if they carry a woman out and they spend $100 on dinner, that means that woman's supposed to sleep with them. You have women who go on dates just to get free meals. So it happens on both sides. You have some
I
man they can
hate,
take 20.
I was on a date with somebody and he told me that a percentage of women go out with men for a free meal. And I'm just thinking in my head, sir, I am the prize. Like, if you
No,
need to eat,
no.
you need
But
to
women,
call me.
see,
Like, I don't
You,
why are
understand this
you?
thing in men head.
no, but listen, in your particular case, you might be a prize because you are a self-sufficient woman. You are a nurse, you have a degree, you
But
make
I'm
six
not.
figures.
I
But
don't.
you're
But
not the average woman, Shawnee. You're not
I
the
don't
average
think.
So
woman.
hold on.
Hold on,
So
I
hold
a
on.
am.
woman with
No,
order
you're not.
degree, hold on. A
No,
woman
you're
with
not.
order degree and a woman with order degree and a career is not a self-sufficient woman. Is that what you're saying?
Thank
No,
you.
no, no. Let me make my point. Let me make my point. Before we had this conversation, before the show started, Vanya, you said with your own mouth. I don't know if you was listening to yourself. You said that ain't everybody who dating for love. Some people dating for help. I'm
That's
saying to
correct.
you,
Uh-huh.
okay, okay. So I'm saying to you, a woman who make $100,000 a year, $150,000 a year, $200,000, she ain't looking for no help because she could do
I
without a man.
Listen to me, baby. Listen to me. I could make $1 million a year. I still looking for help.
Thank you.
I
Thank
don't
you. I
care.
was about to
I could
say,
make 2 million.
yes,
It still help. Because
That's
when you
yes,
come,
fine.
it gotta be
yes.
4 million then.
But
You
that
That's
ain't
goes
coming
back
fine.
here
to
on
the.
no
That's
love.
fine.
That goes
That's
back to
fine.
the
But be
Alone,
position.
I
that as
should
it
say.
may,
Hold on.
be that as it
I
may. But
went
if
on a
you show me
date
that's
with
what you're looking for, I wouldn't date you.
I
That
went
goes
on a
back.
date with a
Everybody need
guy
help.
and
What you think you there for? He's a helpmate.
But that
I
goes
But
back
went
on
to
the
on a
what.
date with a
but on the
guy
first date, you
and the
showed me you
next
want
day,
help. On the first date,
hold
you
on.
showed me.
I went on a date with this guy and the very next day he asked for $20 for gas. And hold on. Let me
Go
rephrase
ahead.
this. Hold on. He has a career. He has a career and a degree.
Mm-hmm.
That cramp
Mm-hmm.
my stomach. That
Would
cramp
you
my
And
continue
stomach
to
just
date?
now.
he
Hold on,
asked
Vanya.
for
Did you continue to
$20
date
for
him?
gas and said he was embarrassed that he had to ask me, but he really have to ask for $20 for gas. And he has a
Did you?
degree and a career.
Hold on.
So
That
Did you
cramp my
continue to
that
date
stomach.
means
him?
My
nothing.
stomach cramp.
Hold on, but listen. Did you continue to date him? Are you interested in him?
Of course not.
I would
I
be
Okay.
cannot
puke.
be
I
with
would
So
be
someone
so
puking
that
all over
listen.
that bathroom.
Okay. So what make you think? So what make
I
you
was
think if I go
scarred.
on a date
I
with a
was
woman
scarred.
on a so what make you think? Okay, you said of course not, and I agree with you, right? So what make you think if I go on a date with a woman, right? And on the first date she order food for her, she wants to order food for her kids, or on the first date she asking me for things. You think I should be interested in that person? You don't think it's a turn off?
We need to
Of,
establish the
of,
caliber of women, and I
yeah.
hate that this show represents a certain caliber. We need to step it up a little bit. We
Hold
need to
on.
step
See.
it up a little bit.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
but
See.
see, but I asked a question and nobody answered my question yet. I asked a good
I said
question.
no. That was no. It all depends on the people.
Listen.
Like
Hold on.
we can't knock people who are dating for help. We can't knock people who are dating for love. We can because it all depends on once you have two persons in agreement. Okay, this is what I want. This is what you want. Then what? How are we to judge what they want?
Baby,
Yeah,
I
okay,
always dating for
okay,
help.
see,
I
okay,
always
okay,
dating for help. I don't
okay,
give a
but
damn.
Shawnee,
I refuse
Shawnee.
to be with a
But what
man
I'm
that I
okay,
have to
okay,
take care
okay,
of. I can't do
okay,
it.
You
okay,
can help
okay.
me.
So why should we take? So why should I meet a woman who have kids for another man and take care of her? See,
But
see,
but
That's a
see,
ghetto.
see you
But
talking double
listen up,
standards now.
listen up. Me and Vanya said in our when we summarized and gave our perception of it, we said that was wrong. What are you beating around the bush for with this
hold
girl and
on.
her child for? We
Hold
said
on.
that in our
What?
remarks.
Hold on. My question. Hold on, Paul. Let me just 1 second. What makes a woman a prize though? If as the man you have to take your resources and you have to take care of her. What if anything? The man is the prize because if he's taking his resources
Use
and
a
he's
liability to me. Use a
Listen,
liability.
that's the point.
the,
See,
the, the,
No
you
the
way.
know what?
problem
Hold
I
on.
have with
Use a
this world
liability
now,
that comes
this
Let me just
world
finish.
now
responsibility.
Let me just
in
finish. Let me just finish.
2022
Hold on. Let
and
me just.
beyond, I
Let's make
realized that the man want to be the damn
no,
woman.
no, no, no,
The
no, no, no,
man
no,
and
No,
the
no,
woman,
no,
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 the
no,
man
no,
want to be
no,
equal to the
The
woman.
man,
It's
no,
like,
I,
do you
I
want a
no,
agree.
bird, a
no, pause.
vagina?
no, Sonny.
I
Do you
agree that
want
the
No,
a
man wants to
bra?
be the woman.
Hold
What
on,
no,
is
I
it
listen.
you
Sonny.
believe that men
No.
are
want?
getting
You
so
I
much
can
see,
help you.
emotional.
Sonny.
What size are
Okay,
you? Are you a D?
okay, Sonny.
Men
Sonny,
are very
Hold
Sonny.
on,
emotional
hold on,
It's
in
like,
our
Sonny.
can I have the vagina? Can
hold
I
on.
use it,
Yes,
please? It's my
you,
turn.
You out
didn't
of
let me
context.
finish. You
You out
didn't
of
let me. You
whacking
didn't
it.
let me. Hold on. You
You
didn't
the
let me
two y'all
finish.
out of whacking it.
Hold on. You didn't. Hold on. My last point. See, women tend to shame men when they come with their
It's
opinions.
not.
Women, hold
It's
on. See,
not
let
shame.
me.
Only us. Only one of us could be the woman.
Hold
One of
on.
us.
See, hold on.
Every
Hold on.
time woman do
Hold on.
something,
Don't
but how come
genderize the
we can't do it? Well,
conversation.
Hold
you
on.
do it then.
Hold
The two
on.
of us
Listen.
lay down on each
Don't
other and rock.
genderize the
You do
Hold
it.
on.
conversation.
Listen to what I'm saying
Don't
to you.
you can't genderize common sense.
You do it
No.
then.
See. Hold on. See, women. See, women are so. This is a whole
Why are
different.
we making our
Hold
own
on. Let me
rules
finish.
when from
Hold
the
on.
found?
Hold on.
Hold
Let
on.
me
Why
just
are
make
we
a.
That's why I
making
need to
our
see your
own
face,
rules
Vanya.
when?
Let me
Why are we
make.
making our own rules when from the foundation it says
We
he
hold
who
on.
finds
Hold on.
a
Hold on.
wife
Hold on.
finds
No,
Vanya,
a
no,
this
no.
good
is.
thing. Why are we
Hold on.
making
Yeah,
They
our
but
want
rules?
to be the good thing. They
Hold
want the
no,
on.
but no,
G-string
no, no,
and the
no.
bra. They want the
Vanya,
Victoria's
Vanya,
Secret. They want
So
the
Vanya.
secret.
When you,
are we straying that
Vanya,
men are supposed
Hold
to be
on.
the
Hold on. Give
providers?
me.
Are we
Listen
no,
off. Give me.
straying
no,
that men
Listen
should
no.
off. Hold
find
on.
the wife?
Using off.
I
Using off.
just,
Give me. Hold on.
I
Oh,
have
you.
to pray tonight. God, you
Hold on.
gotta set your men
Hold on.
straight, man.
Go
They
ahead,
they
go ahead,
want to be
Paradise.
the woman.
One second. One
Go ahead,
second.
Paradise.
1 second. And this is what happens. But and this is why women say men don't speak. Men do. When men try to articulate, women are quick to try to shame them for their opinions.
If you were
I'm saying.
ashamed by something
Hold
I
on.
said,
Hold
that's
on.
a personal thing.
Hold on. Let me just bring it home, and then you could then use it off, and then you. What I'm saying is, logically, listen to what I said just now. If the man have to use his resources to provide for the woman, he have to use his provisions to produce this for the woman. How is then the woman the prize?
You the
Very,
prize with the
hold on,
glitter. You the
hold on,
prize with the glitter, the sparkle.
Let
You
me
the
see,
cherry on
I
the
ain't
top.
gonna
let me
say
make a
no.
point. Let me make a point. Let me make a point,
Let me
Jonathan,
What a
because
say
I
woman
don't want.
brings to the
hold on,
table that
Hold,
it's beyond
no,
your finances.
no,
no,
oh,
but
no, no,
listen.
no.
Let me.
You missed the point I was trying to say. I'm not saying don't do it as a man. I'm saying why is the woman's the prize if she's a liability financially?
My
I'm
presence
not
is the
saying. I'm
prize.
not
I'm
saying.
the
Hold on.
prize.
Hold on. I'm not saying that the man shouldn't do it. I'm simply saying the woman is not the prize. The man is. If he's providing the house. He's protecting. How is the woman the prize if she's a liability? It's essentially she's a liability.
I just said we go back to the foundation. He that
No,
finds
They,
but
a
let
wife
me.
finds a.
you know,
At
that's a
this point,
cultural
you are
thing,
making
Vanya.
it seems like
No,
women
I
are.
Wait,
speak to a different culture and it's a
Vanya,
different
go ahead,
mindset.
use it off.
Woman is the prize,
Vanya.
but they said
You
it's
can't
like they
Vanya,
say
let me
want to
make
that.
a
be
point.
Okay, you
No, no, no,
you're
no, no.
looking at it.
See,
You're looking at it as a task. And that's why you're looking at it
It's a
more as like it's a task or a stream
it is a
that.
task as a man to protect his house. It's a task.
But
It's a duty.
but Paradise,
you're
It's
clearly
a
not ready to
duty.
be the woman. You're not
It's a
Jonathan
ready to
use
duty.
be
the
the
Paradise,
woman. You're
prize.
looking as a task.
Paradise.
I
Let
We
me
get
let me
understand.
make
back.
a point.
We,
Let me
you
Go
make
ahead,
a
use
go
the
point.
ahead. Go ahead,
prize.
Yusuf.
Vanya, let me make a point. If you can quote biblical scriptures, Shawnee and Vanya, if you can quote biblical scriptures, you have to quote biblical scriptures in the context that it was written and the context that it was intended to be. Yeah, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing, right? But
Mhm.
but on a first date, if I go on a date with somebody, you're not my wife. I'm not obligated to provide for a woman who's not my wife or who ain't got no children for me. When you
We
become my
already
wife,
agreed. Didn't we
I
all
Hold on, let
agree
agree
me
with
that
that.
finish.
that
Let me
that,
no,
finish.
that
hold on, let
makes
me
Let me
sense?
finish.
We
finish.
all agreed about
Let me
that.
finish.
I
Let me finish.
No,
Hold on.
so,
Let me finish. Then you have to talk. Go ahead.
let me finish,
Finish.
then you can talk. Girlfriend, sweetheart.